I the arsehole for getting my sister-in-law arrested at her wedding. Story time. So many of you asked what that spray is. It's the Be Bold Instant Airbrush Spray. It's like a body makeup. It's beautiful. So I rescued my little dogs from a puppy mill about 6 months ago. So when I first got them, they did have quite a few medical issues, but they were doing really well. They were adjusting to their new lifestyle. My now sister-in-law, who we'll call Amy, had met them a couple of times. Amy had asked if my dogs could be the ring bearers at her wedding. I feel like now is probably a good time to add that me and Amy do not get on at all. I fear it may be worth mentioning that I'm not even invited to the wedding that she wants my dogs for because she doesn't want me to, quote, ruin the vibe. Bitch, I bring the vibes, okay? So obviously I'm like, no babe, you're not using my dogs in your wedding for many, many reasons. And also, my little doggos were having surgery a few days prior to the wedding. The doggos had their surgery on the Thursday and the wedding was on the Sunday. So me and my husband went to run some errands on the Sunday morning. And when we left, all was well. Now I've got a ring doorbell. All of a sudden, I'm getting some notification about motion at the back door. So obviously I check the notification and who do I see? Amy, just opening our back door and walking into our house. So I look at my Steve and I'm like, we've got to go back now. At this point, I'm like, beat the fucking boob, calling my brother, like, get your wife out of my house. You've got approximately 5 minutes before I call the police. My brother then hung up on me. Now, I'm sure you can tell where this is going. When I got home, all my dogs were gone. And the cones from their surgery that they had 3 days ago were left behind. So at this point, I'm like, I'm done with this situation now. So I get on the phone to the police and I'm reporting a robbery, bitches. So the police arrive very swiftly. I promptly show them the video of Amy walking into my house without the dogs and leaving with the dogs. Like, do you know where she could have gone here? I'm like, yeah, I do actually. So I tell the police where the venue of their wedding is, what time it starts. They were able to find the doggos safe and sound. However, because they hadn't had their cones on, one of them had managed to pull apart one of their little wounds and was bleeding. So Amy was actually arrested whilst she was getting ready for her wedding. Come as a bitch. She actually ended up getting charged with like a class A felony, which I assume in America is like pretty serious. So thankfully I've got my dogs back, but now everyone is saying that I completely overreacted about the situation and ruined their wedding. And now other people are saying that I should pay the cost of the wedding because I was the one that ruined it. So what do you think? Am I the arsehole here?